Hello, everybody, and welcome to Icewind Dale session, whatever, session 5. Yes, 5. Give me 1 second as I fix something because things are broken. Because nobody's face is in the Discord.
Cut him.
There we go. Yay. Everybody's cameras are on now. Yay. Dan's no longer in his chair and has
Yay.
become an evolved creature beyond our wildest comprehensions.
I'm kind of surprised that he didn't join us wearing his plate armor.
That would be great.
Oh, hell no. I wore that today. I ain't wearing it again until next week.
Oh, you got Ren Fair going on?
Yes, Virginia.
Ah, okay. I thought you were going to the one up by Silver Spring.
Nope.
All
That's in October.
That's right, it is. Though, who would like to do the recap?
I think I did it last time. Oh no, it was Coob. Did it last time.
Yep.
I say Larry should do it.
Oh,
Hi,
good
Larry.
Lord. All right. I'll go with what I can remember. Because I'm old now.
What the fuck? Don't say that around me.
The future is now, old man.
We'd returned to town, turned into quest.
Episode 4, by the way.
It's 5.
Then we
Really?
Yep.
packed up to take Liati on her quest to slay a Yeti. Went to the town, met up with the dwarves again. Left again, camped out for the night. Found where the sled was, and that's getting dragged off
Bye.
by a group of goblins and 2 polar bears. Fought the goblins, chased them off, friended the polar bears, and I think we were letting them go at the point of...
No.
No, we were going to use them to drag that heavy shit back. And that's about where we left off. We still haven't found the Yeti.
Yeah. I mean, some stuff happened in between, like when we
Yep.
camped on the way towards the Yeti
Yes.
location.
Yep, we met Ice
with
Bitch.
we had an encounter with a being, an owl creature, who was just there being a weirdo. Then left, and then we got to that, and then we weren't letting go of the bears, but Lansky had informed the party, or I think some of us noticed that dwarves don't use bears for hauling things, so someone else pulled it here. Or used the bears.
That's where we're carrying off. After the goblins are driven away from the cart, you all have gathered the cart back. You are where the arrow is pointing.
Brains.
We fed the bears correctly. We
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
give them rations and stuff like that. All right, cool. And they're being at least docile for now.
For now, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Are you?
Steinar would
Go ahead.
get
Sorry.
in the carriage. Yeah, Steinar would get. Is there room in the carriage in the back and stuff?
There
Set.
is, but it's also a very tight squeeze. Like, these goblins only had one person in it running it. A lot of it is filled with iron.
So the 200 plus ingots.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The only reason I ask is if someone could squeeze in the back and say like I have 1 level of exhaustion, would I be able to like get rid of that with a rest? Or is it long rest or short rest? It's
Long.
It's long
1
rest,
hour.
okay.
After
Is
an
it
it
hour.
an
1
hour?
hour?
I'm pretty sure it's an hour.
DM, what is
I
it?
I think. I wouldn't take my word for it though.
I believe it's a long rest. Let me look it up.
Yeah, I was just, yeah. It's gonna be
Could have
important
sworn I was like like an hour or a short rest at least.
here. Venturing.
One long rest, recover from 1 point of exhaustion.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Alright.
Apologies.
You're good.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. So, I mean, Starner would kind of look towards the others and say, well, we've completed our objective. I don't see a Yeti around here, so lights out. So let's take this back to Tourmaline and return it to the dwarves.
Well,
Actually, where were they at?
I think they were heading to Bryn Shander. I think this was a supply that was headed towards Bryn Shander.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, best that we head that way then. We'll return it, and then we could return. We could shift back north to Tourmaline and deal with those kobolds. If that was still our intent.
Oh, okay. Out of character. I remember we were going to go to Tourmaline to deal with the kobolds since we were already here, like halfway there, and then take the road back to Bryn Shander. Because if you see, it's not a long path.
I completely used the wrong voice for Druff. Yeah, we could do that.
I'd say it's a rather heavy load to bring to Tourmaline. Hope that nobody will sully it while we're gone.
That would be my concern as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, seems like a bad idea. But
So I think we should turn back south, head to Bryn Shander, relieve ourselves of this, collect our dues, head north. We could swing by and try and find the Yeti on the way back again if we so pleased.
yeah, I'm sure that nobody's gonna come up here for a while if the Yeti's here. If we warn people, I guess. Doesn't really matter to me, really.
If they're all the way lost up here, they're looking for trouble or something. I would
Try
imagine.
or taking a very bad shortcut. Anyways, well, let's be off then.
Let's get
I'm
head
gonna
back
ride
towards
on
the
top
road.
of this thing. It looks so rough. Pick me up, put me up there.
Druff walks over and picks up the yacht. He places her up on
Yoink!
And once she's on top, she like puts up like, yeah. All right, let's go.
Druff takes up his position in between the two polar bears and helps them pull it along.
All right.
She looks towards the party. He's like, we should let them go soon, or at least give them food, or they might want to eat us too.
We'll keep them fed with the rations and everything we have.
Make sure it's fish. I think they like that. I don't know.
Some of my jerky.
Yeah.
Whatever we can spare them.
It's only been bathed in hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
The bears love hot sauce.
No, they're just bathed in cocaine. Cocaine polar bear.
Cocaine polar
Alright,
bear.
sorry.
The
I
sequel.
watched that movie. That movie was fucking hilarious. So stupid. Anyways, I'll be right back.
Alright, I'm gonna wild shape into a wolf and try to, go around, like not stay in the middle of everyone, just try to scout around to see if anything is tracking us.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. Am I fast enough to do that stealthily and still keep up?
Yeah, he's a wolf, I would say so. It
Okay,
wouldn't be so much as being stealthy, more so being just, you look like a wolf.
Okay, I was thinking like so that I could stay hidden from if the Yeti was following us. How do I pull up the? I didn't mark the sheet for the wolf.
Go into NPCs under campaign, and you should be able to find it.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, perception, right?
Yep. Remember, it's based upon your attributes, not the wolves.
Oh, yeah, mine. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because you use your stats for skill checks, I think.
Yep. All right. You look out, and are you looking like at the ground, at the horizon? Like where? What area are you looking at?
Well, I'm trying to go around, like stay on the side, like maybe 20 meters to the side, like and just going from side to side, just checking if anything is out of vision or if like hiding behind the trees if there are any, just hiding behind mounds. So mostly just down, not horizon, just down like short range.
Yes,
Toots.
Kuv.
Wolves have keen hearing and smell, so they have advantage on perception checks
Touche.
that have to do with rely on hearing or smell.
Mhm.
Yeti's
Touche.
fucking smelly.
So go ahead
So-
and roll for me again.
Okay.
Roll another perception, just to see which one's higher. Okay, so the 12 is higher. As you look out, you don't quite see anything that you're looking in these areas, but you do hear something. You hear the sound of beating wings from a distance.
Okay. I don't see anything?
You don't see anything where you're looking, no.
Okay. I can't really talk while in this, right?
No.
Or does someone else are able to understand animals?
No.
I've already used my ability, but that only allows animals to understand me.
Yeah. And technically, the only way you'd be able to talk to someone is if they talk to you telepathically.
I turned my camera off on.
Okay. I'm gonna lightly bark towards the group and like get close and lightly bark and just look up.
Alright, as you look up, you see something flying out in the distance going towards your location.
Fuck.
What looks to be an ancient white dragon flying about 3 miles away from
Enough.
you towards you.
Oh.
Mm. Do we see
Does-
this?
Yeah. Did my signaling help?
I'll say your signaling was able to get you to kind of look where the wolf's looking, and you can see this ancient white dragon flying towards you.
I don't know if my eyes are broken, but is that a dragon?
What?
She points. That
Oh dear.
I don't know
What the
about you,
fuck?
but I'm feeling very unsafe
great.
right now.
Wait, that just flew down?
No,
It's coming at us.
we're about 3 miles
Um,
away.
3 miles is not a lot to somebody with wings. All I'm saying.
I'm gonna start looking for places for us to go to ground.
Okay. Roll a perception.
Yeah, as soon as thing changes. Perception.
Gonna roll an intelligence to see if these are. Actually, yeah. Can I roll a history or intelligence check to identify who this dragon might be?
You sure can. Druff. Let's say roll a history. Druff, you notice that you look around and you don't see anything minus like snowbanks. There's nothing really to hide in.
Big brain.
So what you know is the name of this dragon, which is Avila Terrence. It is a she, and she is known as the White Worm in the Ten Towns area. Um, she is also one of the most ferocious predators inside of Icewind Dale.
This is more Latte. Like, huh? I think I know who that is. Now I feel even less safe.
Suggestions?
Do we have two
Uh,
giant pelts?
We're in snow. It's kind
No.
of hard to hide from someone in the sky.
You think she's after
Yeah,
the
but-
bears?
I severely hope so.
Well, we should probably cut them loose. Give them at least a fighting chance if she's coming for us, and if she's coming for them, unfortunately, they might serve as a distraction.
Well, whatever it is that she's after, which this is a she. I think I remember the name. Our adventurer. That was in character because I can't say it.
Hearing him say give the polar bears a fighting chance, Druff pulls out his axe and cuts their restraints.
Tethers, I guess.
The
Leads.
polar bears go. One goes left, one goes right. They just start running off into the snow. What are you all doing?
Nice.
Lancey actually, kind of. Is there like a slip from the front where I can just slide into the inside of the
There definitely is.
sled?
Yes.
So you just kind of see her like, all right, I don't know how to deal with this, so I'm just gonna mosey on in here. So
Wonderful.
you see her like, kind of do like a little flip and just slip inside.
Steinar is going to reach to the side of his pack and remove his miner's pick, and then he's just gonna start trying to dig into the snow, like make a burrow at least.
Roll me an athletics check.
Okay. What does first level exhaustion do?
It
Is
gives
it
you
disadvantage?
disadvantage on all skills.
Okay, so I got.
Wait,
so this
is
would be
it
with
skills?
I think
Or-
it's skills. Daniel,
Skill checks.
19 and 2.
Damn.
Question:
yes.
We don't have those pelts that we took from those giant.
No.
Oh, we
I
sold
traded
them.
them away.
Yeah, we
Wait,
traded those
you-
away.
Damn.
Mhm.
I'm gonna help digging the burrow with my wolf form.
All right, roll
So no
athletics.
dogs required.
Oh, cool. So that would be a help.
Druff is basically just gonna turn around and start digging
With
out
mine or-
Apologize.
to underneath.
It is
the,
not skill checks. It is ability.
It's
checks.
saves, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
ability
Checks.
Okay, so re-roll that, Goof. Need a check from I forget your name. Your character, Nikolai. How do I say it again?
Lear.
Lyrie,
Lyrie.
Lyrie.
Check from Lyrie and a check from Druff.
a
Need to
what
know-
check? Athletics. Okay.
Novak. Oh, Nolek. What are you doing?
double
Wherever they're kind of mining out, I guess I would help kind of move the cart into it and attempt to conceal the cart.
All right. So say that again.
Alright, they're making a burrow, correct?
Yes.
So I'm gonna use the burrow to kind of help conceal the cart, so
Okay.
we can't be seen as easily from the air.
Okay. Roll me a. Let's say an athletics check for that.
Mhm.
All right. So Nolek, you're able to do that decently. Leary and Druff, you're able to get about a 4-foot hole. Steiner, you're about to get you basically get a 2-foot hole.
Okay.
So like
And
4 feet of me is inside.
oh,
I'm gonna take some of the snow that I was throwing out and try to pull it up over the top of what's left. Hanging
Okay.
out.
And Lancey will know, like, is covering, like, the cart. She kind of uses mending to fix any holes on the roof.
Okay.
So, I'm pretty sure that does it because
Yeah.
it's not major damage.
You're able-
So, now it should be like a flat white slate from above.
is anybody watching the sky?
Yeah, I guess Lancey
Oh
would be.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
look.
You notice
Yeah.
that she kind of turns, and immediately you see her dive. Just forms like almost like an eagle diving. Her wings fold in and propelling downwards. Grabs a polar bear, and you see half of it get ripped apart as it flies into the air. Blood still streaming from the body of one of the polar bears you just had.
Mm.
Hurt my friend.
Steiner looks a little remorseful. An unfortunate circumstance, but there was nothing we could do.
It will take longer to get this to the town now.
Well,
It will.
all I gotta say, better us than them. Or better than them us. Fuck. You know what?
Oh,
Fucking
no.
keep it in character for him. I don't care. Stupid. Humie sayings.
So after you see her flying off, what do you do?
How long was it in term between us cutting the tether to the actual it coming down and striking? Has
About
it been like
about 5 minutes.
Well, we could track that polar bear. A few of us could stay here with the cart, and a couple of us, or one or two of us, could go track the polar bear and bring it back.
I mean, she can come back for seconds, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we can't just leave this here unless we. I mean, especially the fact that we're in, he kind of stomps his foot down, pack down snow. We're not going to be able to carry this that well. So, I
Just
think
as
going
a
for the polar bear
reminder,
might be our option.
it is a sled, and you
Oh,
all
it's a sled?
can
Okay.
pull
Yeah.
it.
Question: what level are we?
3.
3.
3. Am I still level 2, or do I get to level 3 as well?
We leveled as a party, so you should be level 3 as well.
Okay.
And Steiner will look towards Druff. Well, between you and I, and Titus, we should be able to pull this thing. Are you feeling up to it?
Yeah, I think so. If somebody wouldn't mind hitting or whipping me and keeping me in a rage, that would increase my strength.
I can totally do that.
Well, I'd ask that you not do the same to me, but if that's
I
what he
won't.
requests.
He's asking for it. Literally.
I suppose we should give it a shot.
Is there any, like, leathers inside the fucking...
Yes, there is. There's even a whip in there still too.
You hear, like, it takes about, like, a minute or so, like, 1 to 5 minutes. You just hear, like, the sound of tinkering. And she makes, and then you see her head, like, kind of pop out through the little window. It's like, and pulls out, like a little makeshift whip thing. I got it.
Good.
Wow.
Alright. Whenever you're ready, I'll whip this guy into shape, I guess. I don't know.
And
Angry.
Angry Druff. Alright. Begin moving.
Lazy as gob. It's not helping.
You arrive back at Bryn Shander after about 2.5 hours. It seems not to be as cold as it was earlier, so you don't have to make any checks. and nothing else was spotted upon the travels. As you arrive in Bryn Shander, people are kind of like looking at you. Some of them are kind of like nodding to you as you head inside of Bryn Shander. Feel free to close the main map, and I'm going to open up the map of Bryn Shander or the tavern, which I still don't have made yet because I'm a bad DM.
For shame.
I know, I'm the worst DM ever.
It's why I always link every image you ever share us.
Mm.
Alright. So you arrive at the Eastway.
Mm-hmm.
Where are these dwarves again?
North look.
Yeah, the north look should still be there, hopefully.
All right. So that would be our destination.
Alright.
Yeah, let's keep these assholes off this good steel. Some of it's mine. She says with a
We
grin.
gotta get some warm coffee, quick.
As you arrive in the North Look, you are greeted by a familiar face. As you see Scramlex look at you and goes, "Hey, welcome back. It's been a bit."
Yeah, we're out in the cold.
Don't worry, I'll get you all some something hot to drink. I'll get you all milk. Hang 'em. You see him
Yes.
walk into the back. The dwarves are still there along a few other people. And as you see that, you once again hear, "There's a place I'd like to go, farther up the river's flow. Where it is I do not know, must be under all that snow."
My man.
Lovely.
She kind of points at the fish and then goes towards the dwarves. Not really knocking off the snow off her boots or nothing. Just kind of typical Leati fashion.
Alright, the dwarves kind of look at you. "Oh, you're back."
So
Yeah.
here's some news. We stopped your stuff from being stolen. Other goblins decided it was a good idea to steal. I tried to tell them not to. And then some of them died. We could not find that Yeti though. But I think it should be a good warning not to go up there at all, because we saw a dragon.
You notice one of the dwarves may like peek up and look at you and goes, "You saw the terror."
Yes, we did.
"She's... that means she's here." He starts hyperventilating almost.
No, she's more like eating bear right now.
You see him hop up, ignoring your last thing you said, running over to Nolek, who's standing nearby, and just kind of like shaking him. "It's near!"
Ah!
What are you shaking him for?
"The white beast is near!"
What does that mean?
And he looks at you going, "It's terrible. It's a large white dragon. Eat you whole if I had the chance."
It certainly looks like it could have.
It ate a Bono bear, so
Aye. I've seen it swallow an old elk by itself. And notice the female dwarf, while the commotion's going on, Hunra looks at you, Leati. "So please tell me, did you get the iron back?"
Yes, all of it.
"That's good.
Down to the ounce.
Well, as the promise went, I'll let you keep, 3 ingots.
5 ingots.
5 ingots. Very well. Not like I'm losing a whole lot there anyways, and I feel like it might be fetching to you."
Yes. And the
What is
gem.
all this in... Go ahead, sorry.
And the gem. Remember that was the other thing?
Yeah.
It was like a $50 gem.
So he looks at you and goes, "Well, we'll have lost something to pitch in for you."
Oh.
Yeah, that works. No, don't look at that.
Ah, quick! Ah,
I'm gonna put it.
damn it! Fastest hand in the West.
She hands you that. The The one that's been somewhat kind of quiet hands you this and that.
Mm.
And then one of those panicking about the dragon pulls out something out of his pocket. It's kind of like looking for something to give you. He's like, "This'll work."
You know what? That would work.
Mm-hmm.
I can make this better, so that's okay. She kind of looks over the dwarves, like, thanks. Like,
Well-
truthfully.
Got one more thing for you too, if you don't mind.
Oh.
It's the promise. And she goes, "Never mind, I'll give you the bloodstone."
Oh, yeah, there it is. She grabs it. Looks at the gold. Kind of looks over the party. Raises the little sack. It's like, hey, my niece.
Oh, it's nice to see some payment for once.
She kind of looks over the bloodstone. It's like, well, this is a pretty good fetch too. But this one's mine.
The Frosty Sale will be happy they returned this. That way he can get his stock back in.
Ha. Wait, did you say the gnome?
The Frosty Sale, which is the store location of the gnome.
Oh, that gnome? Yeah, no, I think I'll keep it.
Oh no, I'm saying the rest of the iron. It was sent here in order so us can make stuff for him. They'll probably be quite grateful now.
I'd find another store that'd take your appreciation better. That guy's kind of a scumbag.
She kind of like looks at you, just kind of with a close eye, goes, "Well, maybe also sell it to the Black Iron Blades."
Anywhere that isn't that gnome.
I don't decide where it goes. I just give it to blacksmiths.
Damn it. Wait, is that the blacksmith that we went to?
Blacksmith is a dwarven guy. Yeah, the old dwarven man.
Yeah. That's the one that they referenced, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, just give it to the dwarven blacksmith in town. Pretty sure he will appreciate it more. And use it better.
Hello.
Hello!
I can definitely hand it to him. The only issue is the fact that he will sell it to the person who sells in the town, which is only the gnome.
Fine. I'm still taking my 5 ingots.
That's fine. You earned them.
You just kind of see her like scurry outside real quickly, letting you guys kind of talk to the dwarves.
I wonder how much he gets paid for making crampons.
I don't know. Not my job.
Well, he might be getting ripped off by the gnome too.
I think we all
Well, you can always go there and talk to the gnome politely, if you get my drift.
While we're here, do you know of anyone else in town that could use help?
go.
Inside the town, and not that I can think of right now. I'm sure if you hang around for a while, you hear something.
Right. Oh. Glad to have helped you. Some nasty goblins that had taken your loot, taken these items, and
You didn't see the Yeti?
running off with them. No, we looked.
No.
Hey, what you got back is what's important. That's what we were really concerned about. Did you give our mate a nice burial?
We did. Yeah,
That's
yeah. I
later.
specifically, yeah, specific. I remember specifically. I had to think about it, but yes, Sider did
Oh
I think
yeah,
bury
yeah.
his bones.
And
Yeah.
Leati helped with it too.
do it like a ritual, and yeah, he did all that.
Like
So, yes, we did.
as we're talking, as y'all are talking about that, kind of Leati comes back. Just like she's like, and she's carrying around her like heavy ass bag now with 4 full iron or
5.
Steel ingots. Is it iron or steel?
Big difference.
It's
He's
iron.
looking.
Sorry.
Yeah, so iron, dwarven iron ingots. So, and she kind of hears the part where if we gave him bears, yeah, I know some dwarven, so I put some good words on the little makeshift thing. I don't know if that'll work, but
We did what we could for where we were, but he's under the ground and.
Listen,
just
as long as he's
settled
not
down.
being devoured by Yetis or wolves, we'll take it.
Not anymore.
Yeah. It'll be safe.
I love the description of this says she speaks as if she's been smoking her entire life.
Mhm.
Wow.
It's like the Godfather from Generation Kill. the throat cancer guy.
You all need to understand there's only one aspect we can get with this.
Gentlemen.
You a smoker?
Not just lucky, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Throat cancer.
Throat cancer. So if any of you need anything, other than that, let me know. We'll be here for the rest of the night, and then we'll be moving on in the morning.
Where are you heading to?
Back to the mine.
where's
Where's
that?
that at? Just in case we're in the area.
Yeah, we'll point at the map, and I will just tell you guys that if you see the area that says the Dwarven Valley, that is the mining area.
Oh, okay. What all do you mine from there?
Iron mostly. Sometimes we get lucky and hit mithril, but mostly iron.
Mithril.
Aye.
Out of character. Is that an actual?
Yes, that's an
Myth-
actual
is that
thing.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
mithril.
Yeah, Mithril is an actual
mithril
thing in
armor.
D&D.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because there's like the mithril, like it gives you. You don't have to roll with disadvantage on stealth checks and shit. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah, okay, absolutely.
Lance is
Jeez.
like, oh, if you're going that way, I would recommend not taking the path you took before, because dragon.
Aye. We'll make sure not to.
Yeah,
you
I'd
take
go
independ-
through Targos, I think.
I don't like that dragon.
Do you take independent contractors in your mind? Or is it specifically your clan? or
Only
your...
dwarves. So we kind
Only
of keep that
dwarves.
information secret right now due to disagreements with Tin Towns. Believing that, we have to do something to appease the bitch.
Right, right.
Got it.
How much does your mithril go for?
About a pound goes for about 450 gold pieces.
Phew.
Hmm. Is it only in that valley, or do you think it's somewhere else in the mountains? around
I
here?
don't know. It might be up in the mountains, but it's not exactly like we go there a lot.
True enough. And looking here at the map, Coots,
Yes.
is the valley. I see there's the valley, and that's kind of at that. It's in a valley, between
Yep.
it looks like two mountains.
Yeah.
Theoretically, could we mine like
If
the
you-
exterior side of a hill?
If you wanted to try, you sure can.
Now I'd have to learn how to figure out because you obviously can't just go up to a random mountain and just start.
You can't just go up to rock, be like, mine.
I
I
played
found
Minecraft.
iron. I played
Roll a
Minecraft.
d20.
Me, Iron Man.
Yeah.
This ain't Minecraft.
We need to
I
get the
know, right?
hurdy-gurdy version of Iron Man by Black Sabbath. So what are all you doing? Are you gonna stay in the inn, or are you gonna travel somewhere else? It is dark outside now, by the way.
We
Yeah.
gonna hang out. We gonna sleep. If everybody's okay with it.
Yeah, Leate doesn't want to go out.
Does anybody hang around the bar because the bartender is bringing drinks for you all?
I am. Yeah. Also, are we just gonna put this stuff in the party sheet for now, or what do you want to do with it?
Leate's taking the bloodstone for herself for sure.
Wow. We're just like, I guess we were there.
You were there. I did grab the quest to beat H.
Druff is looking at the.
Well, if it's a gold, everybody's getting 4, except Leati if she's just taking the bloodstone.
Well, Leate's like, y'all can take my share of the gold. I'll be fair.
Epic thumbs up. So yeah, it's 4 gold.
She looks at the 2 pouches. There's these pouches here too. My
Oh,
backpack's pretty
we
big.
have to give Titus a share too, so hold up. So let's see, 16 divided by 5.
16 divided by 5, yeah. Hold up.
So
Wait a minute.
3.23, 3 gold, 2 silver.
I'm adding it to his character sheet.
3 gold, 2 silver.
Roger that.
I just want to let people know if you're upset that I took the bloodstone.
There's a reason.
Artificers are expensive, just
That's
like
right.
wizards.
Oh, is there spells you can pass? Spells you can cast
No.
with bloodstone?
I
As a
can make
reagent?
magic items, and I need
Is that like?
money to get the item. Usually,
Oh, okay. I've never played an Artificer before.
they're fun. I
Okay.
love them.
I love how Dan always plays the accountant in every RPG I run.
And the note taker.
And the taker.
Let's see, did you take the Bastille Lock?
Yeah, they said
We
they were
did?
gonna.
I'm looking at the rusty iron lock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just hooks
So-
it on his belt. This looks cool.
I like to look at this.
Belt's on lockdown.
So the bartender puts up 4 things of warm meat, like warmed mead, and a glass of warm milk.
Yeah. let's at
Steinar
least-
is
Oh, you go first.
Steinar specifically. He's hanging out and he's staying up a little later to listen for rumors
All right.
and to listen for plot hooks.
Yeah, Lance is just hanging out, kind of.
Yeah.
Just there, this time, and then wants to later work on some stuff so she can actually, because with the iron she can actually make things right now.
Yeah. Druff and Nolik and Leary.
Got
Jeff's gonna be up, have a meal, drink with everybody. Then he's gonna go upstairs and he's gonna sit and stare at the lock for a bit. And I don't know if Liati will notice, but pulls a key from his around his neck and tries it in the lock.
Does not work.
Dang.
Dan, before I continue asking what your character does, what the fuck are you wearing?
a shirt.
Alright, can you guys hear me?
Yes. I see, Dan. Thank you.
I like that.
I've gathered that everyone's in an inn, but what have I missed since?
You got the iron back to Bryn Shander.
Wait,
Okay.
whoa, you excluded a big thing?
Yeah, you also
We
saw
almost-
an ancient white dragon, and you all hid.
We fought it and we won. We're level 8 now.
Yeah,
Oh,
you get it?
boy.
No, we're level 20 now?
You want to fight it? All right, we roll back.
No.
Like, guys, we made it
Oh,
No.
to round 2. Like, that's a win.
Oh no!
No,
Wait,
that would be
wait,
a breath attack and like, everybody saved. All right, you still die. Like, that's a
You
lot of
still
damage.
die.
Yeah, everybody still does.
Like if it was young, it'd be like, oh, this isn't that big. But ancient, it's like, okay, yeah, no fucky around. So
I think a young dragon would still fuck us right now. Like at
No,
level
like-
4, maybe. Level 5,
yeah.
probably.
what are you doing, Nolik?
Man, kind of the same. Stick around, get a drink, get some good food. See if I can hear anything from the locals. If nothing's going on, I would just
Can I ask what time of day is it?
It's night because it's always night, except for like 4 hours during the day.
got him.
Oh, okay.
Man,
What
I don't,
time of moon is it?
fuck, I don't have anything to work on.
Do you just want to chill out in the bar with the party?
Yeah. Ain't got no herbs. Can't make no potions.
Druff.
I already said what he was doing.
All right, Leary.
I'm gonna take the drink, empty it, and go straight to bed.
All right. So you just down the warm meat, put it down, you up to bed. The rest of you hang out at, like, the tables kind of scattered around. Just that during the night, more people kind of accumulate in and start talking.
Artis takes his book up to his room and spends the entire night reading through the book.
Wrong table. Roll 3 of these so I can.
Oh wait, I forgot. Can I practice my ABCs before I go to bed?
Sure. Can I stop
Can I
getting duplicates?
I ate these.
Can you what?
No, he was just
Okay.
laughing at that.
So the men you see sit down, and all of you who want to eavesdrop, roll me a perception check based upon hearing.
Take it.
Advantage because big ears. Nah, I'm kidding.
Advantage because of large ears.
Nice.
Steinhar's just like, this meat's really good.
I have
Lanty.
tinnitus.
Lanty's a little too
Hey, fuck you,
distracted
Dice.
by her what she wants to do.
And Nolik, you are too busy staring at the party, drinking your mead, wondering why the fuck you're here still.
Wondering which one of the voices in my head's gonna shut up first.
Yep.
We're taking bets. We're all taking bets.
Druff!
Yes.
You're the only one that hears this. You see a man kind of like lean forward and he goes, Aye, you about Kerkonig. There's local establishments have been beset by bandits and vandals. Keep skulking around, they can't be found. The town speaker, a dragonborn named Trovis, could relieve some help catching the interlopers. The guy kind of laughs, goes, I really think I'm going to take a job like that? I'm not leaving this shithole. Unless, you hear about Tourmaline? And he goes, what? Yeah, Tourmaline, speaking of Matthew. He's closed one of the town's lucrative gem mines. Apparently a gang of kobolds crept into the mine and endangered some miners. Anyone clears out the mine can expect to be well compensated from what I heard. And you see the last guy kind of giggle and just go, well, in Caradinal, not a lot's been seen the town speaker for a long time. A lot of the people saying that Speaker Carrick's fallen ill. But sinister figures keep entering and leaving the castle for at odd hours from what I heard from my cousin.
Where was the interlopers one? Is it here?
I'll make it easy because I'm not gonna. You had this one be mentioned. You had this one be mentioned, and you had this one be mentioned.
Pure Durable. So it seems like we had Tourmaline first for that, and then we could do Cure Deneville, Cure Coding.
If Druff relays that.
Yeah, if he does. I'm sure he will. But...
He's gonna. I'm gonna get up and walk over to the table and sit down with him and be like, I couldn't help but overhear what you were saying. Do you have any more information upon this?
Wait. Who the fuck are you?
My name is Druff, and he holds out his hand.
They'll just kind of stare at you. You notice like the larger one kind of reaches his hand out to shake yours. You feel his hand is almost completely callous as he shakes your hand, going, We're just chit-chatting about what we've heard around Tin Towns. Nothing too important.
Okay. So you don't really know anything more about this?
Not really. It's just, the saying you heard it through the snowflake? Yeah, pretty much it. I love watching Dan in the webcam just wondering what the fuck he's still doing. Are you refilling your vape?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
If you must know.
And so you for like a solid 30 seconds just being like,
Right. Thank you for the information. My party might decide to do something about some of these things.
Good luck. You know, going out to another part of Tin Town without security is a dangerous thing. Now, we lot 15 gold to get us to be your bodyguards.
Hmm.
Well, we do pretty alright. We just had a run-in with a dragon the other day, earlier today.
Listen, we've scarred that fucker right across his face. We've taken it on by itself.
Does Laerte hear this?
His
I'll
face?
say you'll start hearing this. They're getting louder.
And Laerte's like, oh, the dragon? It's a girl, so I don't know what you're talking about.
She, whatever, I didn't pay attention to the anatomy while I was carving her up.
Right.
Can I roll insight? See
You
if
can
it's
roll
bullshit?
insight 100%.
I'm rolling.
I will also.
All three of you immediately know they're bullshitting.
Yeah, probably.
It's not right to lie about such things.
I'm
I'll
not
just
lying.
I
Yeah?
believe you would tap on the shoulder.
I believe
Walk
you.
away.
Fuckers.
Steiner would stand up and kind of look him over. You don't look like dragon slayers to me.
I'd say I
I've
killed it. I said I scarred up its face. It got scared and flew away.
What does that make you then? Dragon tickler?
What'd you do then, huh? You hide?
We
We
fed
stood
it.
our ground.
Roll me a deception, roll me a persuasion.
Who's rolling what? You want me to roll
Deception, Larry, persuasion, you.
But we did feed it.
The dragon?
Yes.
Yes, the bear.
True, roll me a
Yeah.
persuasion.
With advantage, then.
I'm actually gonna give you a deception, because you are telling the truth, but you're stretching it some.
Okay, deception.
So you fed a dragon, and then you hid from it. The fuck's
No.
wrong with you lot?
What do you mean? What the hell did he roll?
Well, yeah, see it. Nothing's wrong with us. The only thing wrong here is you. We're lying. What are you trying to
He rolled a 3.
Who did?
The guy with the insight check.
Oh.
Oh, okay, then. He should be believing. He's like, oh, really?
No, he
Well,
does. He's like,
Are you all mad?
No.
Bit.
I am.
Well,
Just disappointed.
go ahead, Dan.
aren't we all?
No, crazy. That's what he meant.
Oh.
All right, I'm getting out of here, you lot.
And he stands up and walks out.
Did he have a drink?
Yes.
Steiner's gonna take his drink. He's
All
gonna
right.
fucking drink it. He's gonna walk
Steiner.
away.
This drink, amazing.
All right.
Can't stand dishonesty.
I mean, she smirks, like looking at you. I'm sure that was all honesty from you, Mr. Steinar.
We did stand our ground. Not like we could have ran. We wouldn't have gotten anywhere. So the most we could have done is at least get a good foothold.
Fair
Make
enough.
at least a decent berm to hide in if it was gonna do a breath attack. But we would have had to fight it. I'd rather have gone down swinging than simply sit there and die.
True. Luckily, we had a diversion in our midst.
Fortune was on our side that time, but
Oh,
can't expect it to happen again.
with this Lancer kind of like, oh, wait a second. She kind of goes over to the dwarves again if they're still there.
They are still there. They're also drunk as shit.
Hank tries to go to the most sober one.
Hey, what's up? Did you find something else for us?
No, I needed to ask something. What was pulling your sleigh?
We had some goats that we used typically. I got some. They're really good creatures. I like them a lot. I paid them to warn them out the dragon every time it flew over.
Ah, I see. She kind of like. Anyways, enjoy being drunk. And then goes back to the party.
Alright, have a good time. And you lot. And you just kind of bop.
Nyeh.
Oh, we muted.
Yeah, Letty's just like, well, confirmed the thing. Those bears were not theirs. They used goats, which were very dead, probably.
It's unfortunate that we lost that one. He was a good friend. Listened well.
Don't worry, half of them's still there.
But yeah, no, y'all can continue. RP. Just wanted to confirm that.
So Druff will come back and relay all the different things that we could be doing.
But after listening, Steiner will kind of take out. Who actually? Yeah, he had the map, and then Liati had a copy of it. I remember. So he'll take out the map and lay it out.
Nolek has the map.
Oh,
And
no!
actually,
Yeah.
as you were saying that, Nolek actually did bust out the map because I'm looking at it right now.
Steiner will walk over, and they'll have like set up a table, move their drinks to the side. Kobolds sound like the most time-sensitive thing if they're holding up a mine, and who knows? We'll have to see what's in the mine too. Maybe we could find a couple of interesting things.
Koenig.
Right above Derval.
Yeah, it's right
Yep,
to the
there
north
it
of
is.
that. I figure too, when we're in Tourmaline, we might be able to get some mining gear, and we can hit the opposite side of this mountain. He'll gesture towards the east of the Dwarven Valley. If there's mithril on one side, it makes sense there'd be one of its potential on the other side too, if it's the same mountain.
I don't really want to piss off dwarves.
Well, we
very
won't be
protective.
interfering with their. We won't interfere with their valley.
Okay.
Their side of it.
And she kind of
Well.
looks over to. There's just a lonely wood right north of Tourmaline. Could check stuff there too.
At the very least, we could get some dry firewood and stuff to make campfires with. Keep ourselves a little bit warmer at night. But yeah, there might be something interesting there as well. So what do you say, Nolik? How would you do?
Yeah, I think Tourmaline's gonna be our best bet. I mean, if you really wanted to mine on the other side of Dwarven Valley, I wouldn't say it's the best use of our time. We might be able to find something out there.
Or something might find us.
Or
Right.
something might find us. I.e. a Yeti or a dragon that likes to apparently fly overhead.
I'd rather not get eaten. That'd be nice.
Dragon!
In that regard, I think we need a contingency if that thing comes back. I think that we should all Coots, what color is the cold weather gear? Like it has furs and stuff
Yes.
on it. Damn right.
It does, yes.
What color?
Think
Like,
of
what color?
like Game of Thrones, like the wildlings.
Okay. What if we all dyed our cold weather the fur on our cold weather
Oh,
stuff?
they're grays and blacks with a lot of white.
Okay, so we would blend in with the snow.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean we could all like if everybody got down. think we
I
would
would
think
like
I
to
could blend
point
in.
out that the polar bears also blended in pretty well with the background.
True enough, but they were running. They were running. They were making their presence pretty well known to that thing. I imagine with all the movement. But it's only a suggestion, an option. I doubt we'll be able to fight it off. You could talk to it, but I doubt it'll listen. It's not like we sit and talk to ants, you know?
Yeah.
Mm.
Have you met my wife?
Yes.
She does talk to ants.
Hmm.
Mm.
So, are you all going to rest up for the night?
Yeah.
Lanty
Yes, sir.
actually turns in pretty early right after you guys do your thing to go make something.
Leati takes early bedtime.
Tourmaline it is. Let's meet up in the morning.
You just see her like rushing up as fast as she can with the heavy ass bag full of ingots. And it's just like goes up. You hear the sounds of like a little hammer going king, king, king.
I imagine like Druff goes to bed in the same room as you, like normal, and you did like the hammer every single like it's like ping, ping, ping.
I make sure
Question.
not to get a room next to theirs.
All right, you get the room the furthest away.
Yes.
That way, all you hear is this.
Yes.
And then this thing.
Yeah, every now and then where it's like you really got to get a hit in.
Titus is,
As she's doing this, as she's making this, she's using like being careful with the fire, but using it to kind of like smooth it out. You know what I'm doing. 'Cause
Yeah.
let me guess that it's Titus's entourage that's in the room next to ours.
maybe I don't know.
Probably. And Steinar and Titus are on the other side.
Every single time you hit the hammer, you just hear.
Why?
You just hear
Why you
no
do
purring
this?
and you hear no one. There was you inside the fuck.
I can't get warm. I keep hearing tinging.
This kind
That
of
poor
sucks,
old
sir.
bug.
Life is hell.
Why are we here? Just to suffer?
Yes, suffer. Anyway, so that's what she's doing.
Okay. All right, you all awake the next morning. It is still dark outside because you're in fucking Icewind Dale.
It's dark.
It's dark.
Okay.
It's dark.
Question.
Answer.
How early did I go to bed compared to the rest?
Pretty early.
Yeah, pretty early. Few hours.
Okay. Since I would. Oh.
Ice dog.
Well, since I would probably wake up earlier, I'm gonna wild shape and just listen for anything strange, if there's any weird noises.
Inside the tavern.
Yes,
What are you wild shaping into?
a wolf.
Where are you
I
going?
would turn into anything.
I'm
else
just
but
gonna
wolf.
stay to just hear if I can hear anything.
So you're staying in your room?
If yeah, I'm staying in my room.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
With advantage
Kitty.
since
Yeah.
wolf.
Okay, advantage. Perception.
You listen and you hear a distant voice almost. Minus the ting, 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 ting. You hear a distant voice. And the voice you hear off in the distance sounds almost like this. Except it's not coming from the ground, it's coming from the sky.
Oh, great.
Bitch be singing
It's coming from the
lullabies.
sky?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna unwild shape and just take a short rest while I
Alright.
wait for the other ones to wake up.
So you're not taking a long rest?
Well, I took the long rest,
Okay, so now you're
woke up
just sitting and
early.
waiting.
Yeah, woke
Okay.
up early,
Well, a
and
short
then
rest
wild
can't just be
shape.
sitting and waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So long rest, wild shape, short rest
Okay.
to regain the wild shape.
All right.
Could be studying your book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm practicing my ABCs.
All right. You've gotten to letter E.
Woohoo!
You're like A, B, C, D,
D?
E. It's like you'd be like Fehus Thurisas and Sridu Kanugim when you huglas naughties. So as you all wake up, please feel free to roleplay. As you wake up, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. If you are not having fun in roleplaying, I will be highly disappointed.
Titus, who slept maybe a total of like 4 hours because he was up reading the book and woke up early to continue reading the book, wakes up Steiner by like shaking him like, I learned a thing. I learned a thing. You want to see the thing I learned?
And he kind of wakes up. Oh, what? He looks in. What did you learn? What is it? What's so important?
So Titus kind of takes a step back. He like reads something from his book real quick, and he very poorly recites an incantation and holds his hands out, and a plume of fire appears in his hands. Like, look, I learned magic.
This is a wooden inn. Relax.
He quickly puts the fire.
We're
He's like,
good.
it's like I learned how to do a thing.
Wow, that must have been an informative book.
Oh, it's just fucking full of letters that I couldn't understand. That's why I'm reading it so much trying to understand it.
Normally, someone is supposed to teach you.
Oh well, fucking Desmond was kind of helping because he's a lot smarter than I am. But now that he's kind of sick, I've been kind of letting him sleep a lot.
Well,
All
that's
right.
good, but it's interesting to hear that you've learned some magic. What all have you learned? Just that?
A few other things, but I'm making sure that I know the incantations well, so I don't, light myself on fire or something.
Is this the sort of stuff you'd be able to utilize in battle?
Yes, absolutely.
Good. Good. That'd be a good way to utilize that rather than just parlor tricks. So that's good. I look forward to seeing what you can do, so long as we have, a valid opponent to use it on.
Titus just kind of like keeps like flipping like pages of his book. And he looks up and he looks over at Steiner. Is like, He's like, you think that I should teach Nolan some of this stuff, or you think we should teach him how to actually fight first?
You want a good foundation before you bring in all the fancy stuff.
He kind of looks back at the book, looks over at his shield. Yeah, he's not really good at stopping things from hitting him yet.
That's the first thing to learn.
Yeah, tells me we're gonna be at this for a while.
Well, between all the mucking in the snow, I think he'll have plenty of time to practice.
Yeah. Anyway, with that, Titus kind of snaps the book shut and like carefully places it back in his knapsack because he doesn't want it to get damaged or anything. Because he needs to finish learning some of the incantations. He looks over Steiner's like, "So do you want to go downstairs and grab something to eat? Maybe play some chess while we wait for the others?"
Sure. I did plan on getting up.
Before they exit the door, I want to go around and knock on everyone's door that has gotten a long rest, or I think has gotten a long rest at least.
Okay.
Sure.
Well,
And,
before that, I guess people can RP what they're doing in their rooms before the knock.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yes, like this is after that.
Okay, so I guess next would be Druff, right?
Yeah, and he does his usual thing. Wakes up, heads downstairs, gets a platter of sausages and eggs and a warm milk.
Okay. So, as you come up and you open the door, you see Laetes up, and you just see her like kind of looking over what she made, and you just hear like a snicker, a chuckle, and then a it worked. I made it. And
Is
in
it a
front of her,
grenade?
you see a pretty much the same size of her, or just a little bit smaller than her. This big cannon-looking uh, machine that you really don't know what it is. It has runic symbols on it, very fancy. You can tell it's run by magic. I knew I could do it. So much testing to do.
Druff's looking a little worried. Points at it and goes, "Is that going? Is that going to be against the innkeeper's? Don't blow up the building."
Only if I shoot it. It'll break something. It doesn't use fire.
Okay.
It makes magical force that can rip apart your insides. Yes. Think of it as a gun, but without the bullets.
Please don't flag me with it.
I won't. Yeah. She chuckles to herself. And then she kind of takes the food. You kind of see her eat it. It's like, thanks again.
Oh, you're welcome.
There's a place I like to go up the river further. That's coming from downstairs.
And then that's where the knock comes.
Bop, bop, bop.
Now, Nolek. Nolek is still.
Nolik
he's
is, Nolik is up from hearing.
Throws book at the nearest voice.
Throw a book in nearest voice. Nearest voice just goes, "Fuck you, awesome."
Say it to my face, you coward! I'm gonna come up there and punch you in your face.
Try me, bitch.
Just frosty hands.
Just try.
These frosty hands about to pass through different dimensions.
Extra dimensional frosty hands.
Interdimensional fist.
I cast fucking giant fist. It's super effective.
I guess fuck you, hands.
The god fist.
Now I'll say at this point, the
Now the knock. Lance is like, what? Huh? Somebody wants trouble? Please, somebody wants trouble.
Druff
You
will
see
go-
her grab the cannon by the handle. She's like ready.
Druff will go over to the door and. Who is it?
It's just me. Don't worry.
Damn it! She
Hold
kind
on
of
for a
like
moment.
tosses it over.
as
Front
the
of her.
door is open, you notice the weapon is no longer being aimed in your direction. As Liati just kind of tosses the gun aside, looking very angry at you. As Druff is standing there, just like, "Hi."
Lance's like, why weren't you somebody that wanted trouble? I could have shot you.
I mean, there's a weird voice that maybe wants trouble.
Probably Ice Bitch, who cares?
Oh,
Good answer.
It's that why you knocked on our door?
yes. It freaked me out.
Well, then talk to the others. I don't care.
Damn.
Okay then. And I'm gonna shut the door again. And walk sadly downstairs and eat breakfast.
This,
No, she said to talk to the others, not to her.
No, I'm gonna walk sadly downstairs and eat my breakfast.
Alright. As all of you are waking up and heading downstairs, you notice Leary at a table just being like,
Sad.
"There There is a weird voice in the sky.
What mean voice?
I think I found an
Nice,
even
just-
meaner voice.
Which one?
That took me a second to get what you're referring to. Hey, good morning, all. I got good news and bad news for you lot.
Yay.
From the stairs, you just hear the bad news first.
Bad news is, it's cold as shit.
Damn it.
Oh boy.
Good news
But-
is, I made your breakfast, and the fact of, apparently your favourite shopkeep wants to see you.
Who's that? Oh, the gnome?
The
Yeah.
gnome. The gnome.
You
Suppose-
might have a chance to use your anti-troublemaker.
How about we... What the fuck is that? Wait. No, I don't see them yet. They're upstairs still.
No. Now you start, like, you hear Druff saying that, and then Lea's like, maybe. And then as she's coming down the stairs, you hear, like, a little bump as,
Do your
as
ears-
it hits the floor. Or
Do
the...
your, your ears perk up when I said that?
Yes. They wiggle. And then you... Behind Leati, you see this giant cannon, like, on her, like, back. Behind, on top of her backpack. And she has a big smile on her face. Hello. Good morning.
What is that?
It's...
What is that? I kind of
It's-
just repeats now. Look.
She's like, you know how dwarves had those guns that shoot metal balls?
You mean
Well,
the,
I made one that
the
shoots
cannons?
magic.
Really? How's it work?
I point and shoot. Simple as. Shaboyish.
Simplish.
Right.
I need to test it on people. Or, I mean, bad guys.
Well, I suppose we'll well, when we get to the mine, what kind of magic does it shoot again?
Not fire, so I wouldn't burn anything down. If that's your
Okay.
worry.
I was worried that if we went to the mines and there was a gas leak, you would blow
Does
us all up.
it explode?
Alright, she kinda...
Volatile.
Alright, she's like... You know how you punch things really hard?
Yes.
Imagine that,
He
but
does.
magic.
So are you gonna
Magical
hit someone
punch.
with it?
I can still punch through walls. It's not...
This thing can punch
exactly
a hole
in
through
light.
a wall too.
That's what I'm worried about. Please do not have that in your hands anywhere in any building.
You see her pout. She gets on her chair with a huff. But I need to test it.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
later.
I'm sure the opportunity will arise, though we'll try and use our words first.
Watch first, then start shooting. Got it.
Realizing that I have no defensive spells at all.
That's why you have a shield.
Yeah, but I hide behind the shield and hurl magic missile.
That is why you have plate
Armor and a
armor eventually.
Yes. I wear tunic, you wear plate mail.
Lanty kind of looks over to Titus, kind of narrows her eyes. You smell of magic. Why is that?
Titus just kind of looks at her. It's like, I learned a thing. Oh, I learned a few things last night.
No one just learns magic from reading a book. Unless you're
Have you
smart.
ever met a wizard?
Damn it. I was trying to be an asshole.
What about a warlock?
Yeah.
Those fiends they steal power. They don't
Or
earn
borrow
it.
it, or giving it.
I think it's more of a
Depends.
borrow.
Titus kind of like looks around at it and was like, I have no idea
Well-
what any of those are aside from the wizard. That's kind of where I got the book from.
They don't borrow it because they can't. It can't be taken away.
It can
it's-
be, though.
Okay, so they bargain for it.
They bargain for it, and then it's theirs.
I've heard of stories about warlocks that don't appease their, patron, and then they lose their powers until they do what the patron wants. So I don't really know what you're getting at.
Wait a minute, isn't that a paladin? Are we mixing things up here?
That would be a paladin or a cleric.
Hmm.
Warlocks, they just steal their power. They don't. It can't be taken away.
So sorry to interrupt here. I know that I'm kind of old, but actually, they sell their souls to something sometimes, and if the thing doesn't do what they want, then they'll take the ability to do the things away.
She points at him. Yeah, that's what he said.
Is this guy the leading scholar on warlock? Who are you? What's your
think-
name, sir?
I mean, I own this tavern, right? And I didn't just do this my entire life. I retired from what you're currently doing, right?
Yeah,
were
even
you?
I could tell.
He kind of looks at you, goes, "Can you not tell by the greatsword?"
I
it
wondered,
looks
but that
great
really
sword.
makes sense.
What do you
Well,
say?
how's
now?
it feel to see all these things going around in Icewind Dale, and don't you want to do something
Well,
about
yeah,
it?
but it's just me and the fact that I'm retired, and I have no inclination to go out adventuring again, seeing that I'm up there in age now, not like you lot.
How old is this guy?
He's been probably in his 50s.
Which is not adventuring age, I don't think.
Oof.
It would
Right, he
be rough.
gets it.
adventure
Titus looks
right
over
age.
at the barkeep and asks, "Do you know any magic?" Yeah.
No,
What does the greatsword look like?
it's a very ornate greatsword.
What can you tell me about your blade? Is it named?
It's called sword.
You're not the type to name your weapon, or it was
Nah.
not given a name.
I just used it. I wasn't exactly gonna be like, oh yeah, your name is Smithering. No, I just named it sword because it's a sword and it hits people.
As
Tool
this
is a tool.
as this discussion is going on, she kind of raises
Naming
the,
a sword seems
the
kind
big
of
cannon on the bar. It's like, I named this boomstick.
All right, well you see, you got a name for your thing. It's like I got sword for greatsword.
Sword. I like sword.
Yeah, same.
It's pretty.
It is pretty.
What's the greatest foe you've slain with it?
Adult red dragon.
Impressive.
Rolls into rolls insight.
I mean, I would believe it.
I believe it.
You believe it completely.
Would you mind if I
I
take a look at
automatically
it?
fail.
Yes, I would.
Don't touch me,
Another
soul.
time, then. Another time.
I mean, listen. I'll tell you this. One of the most important things to remember about any fighters is two things. One, never touch the fighter's sword. That's the biggest mistake. Secondly, the other
You
important
said
part,
Latte taking notes.
other important part, the most important part, don't you forget this information right here, right? He leans forward, just like you can tell he's trying to build suspense with it, and he goes, sometimes there's a place I like to go, farther up the river's flow, where it is I do not know, must be under all that snow. And the fish jerks back. I love that thing. Do not ever expect things to be as simple as you plan it to be. What you think is going to be a challenge might be easy. You think might be easy, might be a challenge. Never rush into things. Always think everything out. Prepare for the worst.
Have contingencies.
Exactly.
No, I wasn't meaning to disrespect your weapon. I only wanted to appreciate it.
Well, I'll keep my Vorpal Greatsword over here. You keep your hands over there.
Fair enough.
My thing is kind of too rushed in.
And that's why you're gonna die first, big fella.
Yikes.
Oof.
It's
Well-
fine. I have chicken.
We're going on to take some. Well, we're gonna talk to the gnome in town, the shop owner, but we were gonna take on some kobolds. Do you know much about them?
Yeah, watch out for traps.
I
They're fond
told
of those.
you.
Not much dissimilar to the goblin you got with you, Leote. These kobolds are a little bit more mischievous, but they're not as good trap placements as goblins, but they still do a shitload of them.
Do we have
there's
things
the
to
honest-
contend with traps?
Sorry.
What is it?
You were talking first. Go ahead.
Okay, so let's just. Also, the artifact, their leader is usually no magic,
Yeah.
and depending on their age, they could be good at it.
Don't underestimate small ones.
That's what I keep saying.
I guess they just don't get it when we want milk.
Yes.
And you
Thanks.
just see him grab a thing and just pour in more warm milk. He goes, "What are you saying, Santa?"
What was I saying? And
Sorry.
important too. No, you're okay.
Something about the kobolds. After hearing about the traps.
Oh yeah. So he'll look over his shoulder towards the group. What do we have to contend with traps? Leota, you had some thieves' tools, didn't you?
I have all sorts of tools, and give me an hour, and I can make anything we need. Technically.
All right. Well, we'll want some things to contend with traps.
And
Do kobolds
I-
typically employ? Do they typically employ poisons, anything like that?
Yes.
Do you know where we could get some antidotes or things like that?
I
Nolan
got no
points at
clue.
himself.
What's that? No.
I can make them, but we're in Icewind Dale, and nothing fucking grows here.
Or if they grow here, they're frozen right now, I think.
We're in
I can work with
right?
frozen things.
Yes, Prince Shander is in Icewind Dale.
Ooh, what?
Well, I'm asking, are we in Bryn Shander?
Yes, you're in Prince Shander right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Yeah, with the answer.
Same inn we always go to.
So I think we should. Oh, let's talk to the shop owner, and we'll If anyone gets poisoned, I should be able to reserve some of my magic to deal with it.
Yeah, we'll
until-
see if he has anything I can work with.
Don't let him
Oh.
overcharge you.
Sorry, before we continue, Coots, can I roll anything to make any caltrots?
Sure
Or-
thing. Go ahead and roll me your tool check.
I would assume it's like Tinker's tools.
They'll be Tinker, yeah.
Oh, now that she's got the iron.
Yeah, I had the iron for it. She would have saved some to make some. Where are they? It's technically
It should be under abilities.
abilities.
Uh,
Yes. Tinker's tool. It's there, but I don't... technically it's a intelligence check.
Yeah, go
so...
ahead and roll me intelligence.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you do indeed make some caltrops. How many making?
For everyone that didn't have them.
Alright,
So
everybody.
myself.
You mean crampons?
Yes. that-
Crampons. Yeah, caltrops are the little
crampon.
spiky things. that
I
throw
know.
on the
I
ground.
know. I'm bad at remembering.
No, that's okay.
The
They're very
English
fun.
is one of those.
English.
It seems like one of the words that I'm struggling with. my-
Caltrops are angry floor spikes.
Yeah.
They're Legos, but dangerous.
Legos are still dangerous.
True, they're more dangerous.
I
Honestly,
have
yeah.
the
Try
original
having a kid.
castle Lego pieces, which are triangles.
Damn, hard mode, extreme
Re-
mode.
Real.
I have returned.
Lego
Mom and
Nightmare
Dad's gonna
mode.
come inside the room with Castle Legos.
Okay. So as we're talking, who are the ones that didn't have crampons? Crampon.
I think that was me.
Anyone else?
Drag crampons in inventory.
Okay, so
Titus needs some.
Drag it into inventory.
so
And everybody has
use-
cold weather clothing, by the way. Yeah, because we use the bear pelts. Or the
Mhm.
yeah.
to make one for Titus.
Go ahead, the other.
Lancy, like as we're talking, is like, oh, and by the way, when I made Boomstick, I made these too, and she hands kind of slides it across the bar to Leary and then Titus. Here,
Oh, thank
crampons. Fuck, that's a hard word
Thank
to
you.
not fuck up.
Question out of character. Is there a weapon that's better than the longsword for like a one-handed sword?
It's
No,
a 1d8,
I
so I mean that's as good as it gets. Is
Depends
a
if you're strength based or dex
Yeah.
based.
And as a fighter,
Well,
you're strength
yeah.
based, so that's gonna be your best bet. Is a 1d8. I
Okay.
have a flail, which is
1d8.
also 1d8, so it's just preference.
Okay.
I would argue
Yes.
that flail could be better situationally, because undead are vulnerable to bludgeoning. But my guy's
It's
a
good.
paladin, so
Can we move off?
I
of
would
mechanics?
say, yeah. Also, longsword has two-handed.
Versatile.
Anyways, yeah, she slides them over. Is like, I'll take nothing. Anyways, whatever. I made them. If they don't work, then too bad.
so you do care.
When did I
Kinda
say I
like
didn't? Well, I guess I haven't said I didn't, but you kind of see her like green cheeks get a little like olive color. Like,
Well, I'm sure it's most appreciated. And he'll look towards
right.
Titus. Right?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, took all the last of my iron. Most of it went on this thing.
Coots, would you say that we've been here for about an hour doing all this?
Yes.
An hour or like 30 minutes.
I'll say
No,
What?
like in game.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a Eldritch Knight thing to do.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, with all this being said, Titus kind of gets up from where he is, like sitting by the fire. He walks across the room and lays his sword across like the table, and he walks back to the other side of the room. And I'm trying to read this. He just kind of holds his hands out, and the sword just kind of flies to him, and he catches it.
Fancy trick.
Like, I learned another
Ah.
thing.
Lancy looks at him like,
Nice.
you do know we're in the inn, right? Not the best time to be practicing magic. You don't see me dropping these. She kind of like shows one of the vials with the little fireball inside.
Well,
It's
yeah, but
not like
that would
this-
burn the building down. This is a
You,
sword.
you notice old Bitey has gone from this position to this position. He's just sitting there with his mouth open, just staring at you.
But yeah, Lancy's like, well, yes, it's not fire, but if somebody was under you, their head would have got cut off.
I think old Bitey wants to tell you something. That I just put your ear up to him.
To who?
Old Bitey.
No, she asked to who.
Oh, points over to Titus.
Wait, why does it want to talk to me?
It's looking right at you.
You might as well hear it out.
Yes,
just kinda like-
please,
He,
please
he,
tell
he
me
like
what you
it does closer, but he like stays well outside of biting distance.
He's like, nope, gotta get closer than that.
I
It
just
ain't
like
gonna
kind of looks
bite
at the
you.
barkeep, and he looks at the fish, and he looks at the barkeep, and he's like, I'm good.
Alright. Guess old Bitey will keep his secrets then.
All right, I feel like I'd lose an ear or my nose, so yeah, I'm okay with that.
Alright, it's also old Bitey.
I'm not
Lancy's like,
not inclined to trust something called Old Bitey.
He's a
Lancy
fish.
hops out of her seat and then just goes up to like Titus, tugs on his like pants really hard to kind of like force him down to her level.
What do you want?
I'm gonna tell you this one time. You better listen to that damn fish. Cause I love that fish, and you're gonna tell me what it wants to tell you.
Bitch.
Jesus. Like, by helm. What's in it for me if it bites me?
She points to her ear. You see this? One of it, I lost some ear. You'll be fine. Put an earring on it. It'll look cool.
Titus kind of rolls his eyes and just kind of edges it's just like closer and closer to old buddy, just kind of leaning his head away like I really don't want to get bitten.
You get your ear closer and closer, and you can feel its mouth touching like the bottom of your ear, and you can just hear it go.
There's a place I'd like to go, farther up the river's flow. Where it is, I do not know.
Titus just kind of jerks his head up. He's like, God
all
damn
that
it.
snow.
And right when you try to jerk your head away, it bites you, and you take 1 point of damage.
Got him!
Seems like old Barty doesn't like your magic inside the establishment. That's strange.
Leonti fucking starts cackling.
Titus kind of just like, no, I'm looking at my inventory. Fuck. I just kind of glowers at Leotti. He's like, God fucking damn it, motherfucking holding his ear just as he like walks away. He's like, God fucking
I got some earrings I can make you, you little baby.
make me some fucking earring. God damn it, this fucking fish bit my
It
fucking
does
ear.
look like it pierced you a little bit. I'm sure the Doctor would love to make an earring for you.
Yes, that'd be cool.
Titus kind of sits at the table and like snaps his fingers. Like, fucking come here, put a fucking thing in my ear.
You
I
go
will.
up, you go up to his ear.
She-
There's,
she
there's
kinda
no
goes into her-
piercing.
No, it's just
You
like,
let ready
like a
to-
scratch on your ear. It's just a little bit of like blood on the cartilage.
Oh, it didn't even take a chunk or anything.
No, it just bit you.
Oh, I was thinking
And
he
then
was
let
gonna be
go.
like, oh look, now you're missing a piece of your ear.
No.
You lot ready to head out? See what the gnome has to say?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have boomstick ready.
We're not gonna do that.
We're not gonna use it.
Hi, gnome. Brrrt.
Boom! No, it would be boom.
Hey, I heard
not
you light
heresy?
fire. Light his house on fire.
Can I tell you how much damage this thing can do?
Tell me.
2d8 damage. So think of a greatsword, but stronger.
All right.
Anyways, let's continue.
You all make your way to the shop, and you see the door is shut. You turn the handle opens. You walk in, and you hear as he climbs up the stairs and looks at all of you. Oh, hi.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
We heard that you wanted to speak with us?
Yeah, so I heard you got that iron back, and, be honest with you, I can't be more than grateful for it. So, wanted to offer all of you a 10% discount.
10% from something that's inflated by like 100%.
Base price.
Base price 10%. That's good. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Then I'll go telling everybody
Try-
else out there I'm doing this for you.
It's just between us.
you kind of see her like see Leati kind of mischievously smirk.
Dan's currently looking up items to make his fists even harder.
You need a really cool necklace with a claw on it.
I do need a really cool necklace with a claw on it. I ain't getting it here.
I can look into my actually. Give me a minute. Y'all can continue. I'm gonna look into things I can make.
Well, while we're here, go ahead, Druff. Go ahead.
Druff's gonna walk over to the weapons section, which... How many does he have in his
3.
selection? Anything look
Not-
interesting? Compared to what I have?
He has a great axe, he has a hand axe, and he has a longsword. Remember, this place is basically like a pawn shop. Who the hell added Lord of the Rings music into an Icewind Dale playlist?
Must have been you.
That was not me. I didn't make this playlist. Well, maybe you're interested in buying anything?
What all? I mean, does he have anything that like pokes out, like that like literally stands out? That would be interesting to. I mean, my character at least.
Say there's a cloak.
Oh, my guy already has a green cloak. But what kind of? All right, sure, I'll buy it. What kind of cloak? What does it look like?
1 second.
Maybe I'll be lucky and he won't know what it is, and it'll be like cloak of elvenkind or something like
It's
that.
either
He's like, oh,
made
that's cool. Look at
of
this dirty old cloak. You don't want this? I'll buy it. I'll take it off your
made of
hands.
fine cloth embroidered with silver and gold threads. There is something clearly special about this garment.
He'll take a look at the cloak and he'll say, "What's this you have here?"
Oh, that's a cloak of protection.
Wow. How'd this come to your stock?
It was only dropped once. If you get my drift.
Right, I get you. From the
That's
things
not
I've seen
even
out
good.
there, I can see there's things that have cause people to do a lot of dropping. So what are you selling this for, base price?
Base price 100 for you 90.
That's a really good deal, actually. He'll look into his coin purse and he'll slowly count out like 20 gold pieces. 70 short.
Atlanta kind of like interjects into this, like, can I check if it's authenticity then? If you don't mind, Mr. Gnome.
Feel free.
You kind of see her take out like this little little monocle that you would assume it's just used to tell the details of a magical item. As I roll Arcana.
Yep.
Ruff's gonna pick up the great sword, pass it hand to hand, do a couple flourishes with it, hold it in his hand, pick up the hand axe that or his battle axe that he's got, throw it at the wall, but before it hits, call it back to his hand.
All right.
And puts the great sword back down.
Great axe, not great sword.
The great axe back down.
Looking at it, Liate, you're able to discern this is more than likely, from what you've read, to be an actual cloak of protection. And as you throw your axe, there, Druff, you see the guy go, "Listen, that's a cool trick, but can we please refrain from throwing weapons inside my establishment?"
Yeah, I didn't make that for you to do that in the store.
I was just seeing which one I liked better, and I like yours better, Liati.
Yeah, 'cause I'm the frickin' best.
Can I? Do I see anything else on the store aside from obviously the weapons or the cloak?
There's some chainmail.
Can I inspect the chainmail?
Yes, Jax.
I'm gonna send you a DM.
Okay. You sure can.
Do I need to roll anything or?
Nope. Man. That's what you see.
Oh, it's just plain old chainmail.
Yep.
Oh.
Well,
It's nothing. It's the same thing I have right now, so never mind.
So Steiner would take a look at the cloak of protection. He'd kind of look at it and he'd say, "Is there any way that I could give you a partial payment now, or would you need it in full order?" Because we are taking a mission to Intermalane, and we'll be back here afterwards. I should hopefully have enough.
This is for Chiax from a webcam.
Okay.
He looks. He goes, "Listen, I offered you 10%, but I run a business. I can't just hold. If you go out and die, you're never gonna be able to pay me back. So I'm sorry, but I can't do that."
That's understandable. Well, could I ask you to put it on? Well, actually, you know what? I'm 100% certain it will be here when I am back. If you keep
If
offering
somebody else
normal
tries to
prices.
buy it, I'll make sure I fight them. And by fight them, I mean make sure you don't hit your human-sized heads on the way out.
Is anything special about that longsword?
Nope, just a normal longsword. So you notice most of these items are not magical.
Does he have any brewing or alchemy supplies? Not like beer brewing, but
An
There's some-
alchemy jug.
There's some vials.
sure, I don't want vials that are already made up of shit.
Oh no, there's some empty vials.
Do I even have vials? I have to look this up.
Wait, you need. How much money do you have? Steiner?
20 gold
20.
and some silver. Let me look. 20
Damn,
gold,
y'all rich
13 silver.
motherfuckers.
Doing all right.
I was very broke. I am still very broke. I just have a gem.
Oh, I have vials. Yeah. Clippers, special pouches, and vials.
20, 40.
You said that you just need 20 gold?
No, he would need 70 gold.
Okay, so technically, if somebody has an extra gold, I have 20 and my blood gem for 50 gold pieces. And
Your blood
your
gem is
20.
50 gold.
Yeah, so with one extra gold, you can buy that, technically.
Oh, I have 10 silver. So that amounts to 1 gold, right?
Yeah.
How much do you need?
Right.
So you said you have 20 gold, Liati, and
I have
bloodstone.
I have 19 gold.
Okay, so if you did the 19 gold and the bloodstone, and I did the 20 gold, that would be enough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, would Liati offer that?
Hesitantly.
All right, because I was only if she would actually do it, though.
I mean, she would do it because she's not like doesn't give a shit about people. She just likes to be a bitch about it.
Druff will also offer 10 gold so that Liati can keep some.
So,
so-
okay, in character, he's like, "Do you really want that cloak, Steiner?"
I think it would benefit all of us.
She kind of grunts. Hands you like you see like this little gem put into your hand here, and here's 10 gold.
You can
I'm
take
broke again.
And
she
Druff
like,
hands over another
damn it.
gold.
it. Steiner would, take them over and he'd say, "I'll be sure to pay this back in double.
Get me $100 gem, and we're even. Or
I'll
100
mine
gold.
you one up. I'll find you one when we're in Tourmaline in the mine."
You better.
So Steiner would hand 10 silver, his 20 gold, 10 gold from Druff, 10 gold from Liati, and the Bloodstone gem. And he'd say, "To my knowledge, this is worth 50 gold." He'd offer up the gem. You can check it out if you like. And here is 40 gold,
Yeah. Latte goes up to the gnome real quick.
39 gold, and 10 silver.
As you're like explaining, it's like, I can make a tool to actually identify the worth, but I trust dwarves with gems.
But I'm a gnome.
Okay. Are you
Oh.
a rock gnome?
Did you get it from a dwarf?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's my
sure.
reward.
Grabs a cloak, basically throws it at you. There you go.
He'd take it. Has it been cleaned at all?
Yeah, it's clean.
Okay. And
It
he,
doesn't smell.
what's the main color of it? What's the primary color of it?
Blue.
Blue.
Yeah, it's always blue.
It's always blue.
Mm-hmm.
Did you change it to green?
If you give me some time and
Sure.
the dye for it, probably.
Well, I have some dye in this cloak, and his other cloak is green.
And it's like, well, I need the actual like pigment from like leaves. It's not that easy to get dye, especially
We'll
not
find
here.
some.
But I
But-
can try.
Most appreciated. Thank you, Lati, and thank you as well, Druff. I'll put this to good use.
You're quite welcome.
Atlantis like, well, now you have a dap. So, as a goblin, I will make sure you remember it.
And I
She
won't shoot
grins.
those. 100 GP gem to Yati. And O's Druff. 20 gold. Because he said he's going to pay it back in double, so.
Okay.
Alright, toss that in my sheet, Mr. Coots.
It's already in there.
Awesome. Thank you.
What was all that pinging?
Oh, you're breathing into your mic, so I was dinging it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, yes.
Just
So-
notify me next time. It's my microphone being weird.
You're good.
Leonti kind of like goes up to the nose. Hey, do you have any necklaces or amulets or whatever? Nothing fancy.
A necklace or an amulet?
Amulet.
Hmm.
And a
Kinda like-
jar.
See him like pull out this like large like chest, starts looking through. I got an amulet, 5 gold, so for you it'd be 4. And that's more than 10%, but I'll give it to you for that.
It's 20%.
She kind of like, fine. I'll take it.
All
Should be
right.
4 gold, 5 silver.
So yeah, I also got. No, that's probably way out of your price range. And hands you the amulet. You said it in a jar.
Yeah, just a jar.
Here, one copper.
Gives you one cop. Gives him 1 copper. Yes. But you just see all these random knickknacks in her bags. Like, yes. Experiments. I wonder if the gnome knows that is starting to figure out that the goblin is an artificer.
Oh yeah, he's probably figuring it out slowly.
I'm broke again. Anyways, she kind of looks towards the party. All right, I'm done buying knickknacks.
Alright. I mean, if we're all set.
Yeah.
So determine lane.
What's up, Dave?
Oh, did Nola
There's
find anything?
nothing I need.
All right. You all begin to head to Tourmaline. And first things first,
Oh, let me get rid of my exhaustion.
I need everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Yeah.
Why'd we go to the right of town?
I just put you there
I
that way.
think
It
we-
doesn't it didn't interact anything I have placed on the
Goof.
map.
Oh, okay,
Are
gotcha.
you taking the roads? Or you're going across the hills.
Roads.
All right.
Because the roads are faster and easier, right?
Yep.
We don't need to take the shortcut no more. I don't think.
Alright, and it's a Constitution saving throw. Yep.
Oh, I
With
did
advantage.
check. Whoops.
All right. Second check. The sun is now starting to rise.
Nice.
All right. Third check.
Okay, sorry. I was getting rid of something in my inventory.
Fourth check.
Nice.
So fucking cold. Latte would be like complaining the whole way.
Ooh.
It's just the snow's blowing, the chilly air's biting your nose and your ears. Druff is keeping you warm by druffing you.
She's
Cool
just like,
stuff.
"Ah, it's so cold. I hate it.
We're almost there.
And you will arrive at Tourmaline without any of you getting,
The air Lair got 8 though.
Oh, my bad. Larry, you have 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh no.
Ooh.
It's okay. Not too bad.
Shit happens.
Coming from Targos, I believe. I like the map because they
Yeah,
fucking...
it'd be from the south.
Yeah.
So as we enter the town, Steinar, wraps tightly in his outer green cloak, which is the one he always wears. He's got the cloak of protection on, clasped underneath it. And he'll say, "All right, it was a speaker Matthew who was in control of the gem mine, so
I need to read an excerpt that I am required to read by law.
all right.
Founded by Kashi settlers who appreciated beauty, Turnlane is widely regarded as the most picturesque town in Icewind Dale, spreading out from the shores of Mare Daldrin and bordering on the north and west by tall pines. Its buildings incorporate carvings of wizards, homunculi, tigers, and smiling jinns. For most visitors, the enchantments of the town is dispelled as soon as they feel the icy claws in the teeth of the cold wind sweeping down from the north, shearing through the layers of their clothes. Tourmaline is built in the path of a dreadful gale, which continues well past the town to harry fishers onto the south half of the lake. In addition to the fishers, shipbuilders, and scrim handlers, Tourmaline is home to miners who harvest gemstones from a cavern complex set into the lower hills north and east of the settlement. Their efforts are hampered by the creatures of the Underdark that occasionally find their way up into the mine. Whenever such creatures are discovered, the mine is sealed off, and townfolk wait until a band of sellswords or adventurers can be hired to clear it out.
It's our turn.
Alright, continue.
I find it interesting that it's so cold here, but the water is open and not frozen.
Some sort of enchantment?
I'll make the fucking map.
Well, seeing as the person's probably, who would be in charge of the gem mine would be rather wealthy, we'll check town hall. It's where important people usually gather. And he'll hail down a guard as he's passing through. Good sir,
Aye.
where can we find a speaker Matthew?
Hang on 1 second.
What was that?
That was a bunch of noise.
Loud noises, loud
I
noises.
love you, Santoya. There's a reason why I messaged you and didn't say it out loud.
Yes, where speaker Matthew was.
Yeah. This guy goes, somewhere inside the town, from I guess to be town hall.
Where's that at?
Center of town.
All right, that'll work. Most appreciated.
Eh.
But where's center of town?
Well, you had the map, right? I did share, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright. You should see Town Hall on the map.
Yep, see it. That's where we're at.
As you move to Town Hall, you notice there is a kid on top of a box kind of yelling out, going, Kobold seize mine! 50 gold offer to anyone that could rid the mine of the pesky draglings!
Well, we're in the right place.
It's odd. I've met a
That's
dragon
right.
or two that would be upset. That wouldn't take too kindly to being. What is it? Wouldn't take too
Reference.
kindly to being connected to kobold as dragonlings.
Well, they are.
I'd also argue, for our sake, that 50 gold is a little on the cheap end for clearing out a valuable gem mine. So perhaps
Maybe we can
should try.
negotiate
True.
more.
I wouldn't be opposed to negotiating, because obviously his profits are being stunted the longer his gem mine is closed.
You think a gem mine would be worth more like 100 gold?
Yes.
Easily.
What's the chance of the kobolds continuing to mine and maybe we take what they have?
Oh, that could certainly be on the table as well.
Anyways, but yeah.
We just wouldn't, yeah, front that.
You again kind of yell out as you're walking, just, Gemstone mine is closed because of monsters. Speaker Matthew was offering 50 gold to anyone who can clear it out.
Going to the town hall.
Alright. Enter the town hall. You notice that there is a single person there, kind of like looking down, writing something, and looks up to you. Hello.
Speaker Matthew?
No.
His associate.
Yes. I sit here and write documents. What do you need?
I imagine your town is interested in reopening the gem mine, so we're
I
here
imagine you would
talk
want to
about
talk to the speaker if you wish to talk about anything such as that, and he's located at the Blue Clam, not here.
What is the blue clam?
Go down by the docks.
Yes.
And then just walk till you see the Blue Clam.
What is it? A tavern? A brothel? A merchandise store?
It is a place so you can go eat and get warm.
A restaurant?
Yes, if you want to call it that.
Alright. We'll turn around and head towards the blue clam. They'll head direct pretty much west till they hit the docks, and then they'll just go north.
Alright.
Yep.
As you head there, you notice that there are two bundled up humanoids kind of talking to one another, and they see this one kind of waves over you in a friendly manner, just kind of like, hi, and then he goes, well, you seem entirely prepared to trouble. Are you about the mine?
Aye, we are.
Ah, go inside, get yourself warm. Speaker's in there.
Will do.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. It's been a while since I've seen a furbolg.
Why does he sound like Kermit?
That's what I was gonna say.
Who? The NPC?
Mm-hmm.
Is this how he talks? And when we do, hi everybody, Kermit the Frog here. Let you know that
Those kobolds are in the gem mine.
they're in the gym mine, and Miss Piggy got captured a few weeks ago.
They're eating pork.
As you enter inside, you notice this place is somewhat like if you know what a longhouse is, it's a very long establishment. A fire in the center, meat rolling over it, people sitting there eating some type of soup. And you notice that there's humanoids, there's a half-orc, and there is a few, what you would guess to be half-elves kind of sitting around different tables.
Is this the same half-orc from earlier?
This is a male half-orc.
Oh.
Steinar and the others entered.
Yeah.
You know, walk in, shake some of the snow off of his cloak, you know, tamp his boots down on what I assume would be like a rug. He'd say, looking for a Speaker Matthew. Said to be here at the Blue Clam.
You see the half-orc stand up.
And what of it?
We're here about the mine.
Come, take a seat. You want some food?
Sure.
Get some chowder.
And you notice that some people walk over, kind of pour clam chowder, and walk over to the table and sit it down. And he looks at all you.
Take a seat.
And he would. He'd sit down and, you know, fluff his cloak out. sit and kind of relax and take some time to. I imagine they're by a fire or something to warm them up. Well met. What's your name?
My name is Mashu. I'm gonna type that out so y'all can read it.
Mosh, like mosh pit.
Mashu.
Oh, mash.
Well met, Matthew.
Have you
So
end
you
up
had
becoming my friends, Amokris? Sorry, Oris. Oris, yeah, Oris.
What, do we know an Oris?
No, that's his first name.
Oh, okay. Well,
Blurry
pleasure to meet
kitty.
you. Yeah,
Yes.
that looks funny.
Pleasure to meet
Steinar.
you.
Steinar, and these are my compatriots. We heard you were having some issues with the gem mine. Some kobolds took it over.
Group of kobolds crept into the mine a few days ago, entering from the surface and forcing the miners to abandon their jobs. No one was killed, but the kobolds are too dangerous for the miners to deal with. Also, there's a human miner that missed a few days ago. Right when the kobolds showed up, prompting the other miners to fear that the monster must have crawled up from the Underdark.
So a monster as well as the kobolds.
Yeah, we think the miner might have shelved down a shaft deep enough so his body's never found.
Something to be aware of. Well, that complicates things. Do we know if it's still there? You said it might have gone down one of the shafts and disappeared.
Well, I know what I know. Not exactly a miner.
Do you have guards posted at the entrance?
No, we just left it and closed it off. It's far enough away from town, we don't have to worry about it, and just send the kobolds out.
How far out of town?
About a mile.
I just
At
kind of
least.
leans down and whispers into Steiner's ears. Clearing out a pack of kobolds costs a lot. Fighting an unknown monster on top of that costs more.
He'd kind of like turn his head to the side one bit to like regard Titus, and he'd kind of like clasp his fingers together and nod his head, like slowly. Mm-hmm. Agreed. He'd look back to Speaker Matthew and he'd say, "Well, we're happy to clear out the kobolds for the 50 gold. However, due to the risk of there being some creature from the Underdark, we'd ask for an additional fee."
There are no creatures in the Underdark, just the miners tell stories.
Well, there is some truth to some rumors.
Well,
Regardless,
listen, I'll be real honest with you. We're not exactly rolling in money. 50 gold is a lot for this town. I had 3 of the bands come here. I've offered them 50 gold. They've all turned it down.
then I suppose we're your last hope.
You are?
At least in Rime. I assume you got no profits with the mine shut down, so what say you could do 75 gold?
I
And
can't.
we can take care of it.
I can't do that. I can do 50, that's all our town's got. Any more than that, people are gonna starve, people are gonna die.
Give me a moment to convene with my group, and he'd kind of turn around and I guess shuffle over with the others. What do you guys think?
Larry's gonna pipe up and... Well, we could ask for maybe if we find something, gems that, again, the kobolds have taken, maybe we can claim those as ours?
We probably don't even need to say anything
Bring it.
about them. If they're on the kobold, we could just loot the kobold.
Finders keepers.
Alright, agreed. And the 50 gold should be sufficient enough of a payment. And we can, what we find down there is what we find down there. the mine will be open for them to resume, and they'll bring back their profits. No one has to starve.
Or, again, maybe we could. I heard someone wanting to mine. Maybe we could ask that we are allowed to mine as well.
We certainly could, actually. I'll ask if there's any mithril there. It's a gem mine, though, so I imagine it's just valuable gems. But I mean, that could.
Gems are worth a lot.
That's correct. Yeah, and I imagine that if the miners left in a hurry, they left equipment. So, just borrow it.
Looking back.
Thanks.
So.
Oh, what I miss exactly? Just that little bit.
We're talking about like how like the payment, and he's basically dead set. Like he can't afford more than 50 gold. So we're just kind of talking like we can go down there and use the mining equipment. We could mine, and like whatever we find that the kobolds have excavated, we're just gonna take.
Okay.
Well, anything else? Do you have anything to add, Liati?
She'll kind of recall that. I'm assuming I would know about kobolds and their culture a bit.
Somewhat.
As well read as Liati is, probably, yeah.
Yeah. She'll be like, well, hopefully the gems and all that are still there, whatever they dug up. Usually these type of kobolds could have a dragon they follow. Not too sure about that fact. Yes, they worship dragons usually.
Something to keep in mind.
But that's disconcerting.
But outside of that, hopefully just kobolds having a little cult for themselves and not for a dragon. Would not like to meet a dragon again.
Yeah, hopefully
Right.
they're not worshipping the one that we saw.
I don't think that one will need little kobolds following it. Usually a younger dragon has a little kobolds usually, from what I can recall, but hopefully this is not the case. She says with like a small grin. And that's it.
Duly noted. So, Steiner will turn back around to Speaker Western and say, I've spoken with my group, and 50 gold is more than enough, or more than sufficient. Though I'd have to ask, would you be willing to grant us temporary mining rights if we were to clear the area out, just for, say, a couple hours?
As long as you don't take everything.
I doubt we could excavate an entire mine. No, just while
I'll
we're
try
down there.
not to take everything.
May I ask
it's
what
a
sort
joke.
of what sort of gems are down there that you're aware of?
Again, not a miner. All I know is it's the lifeblood of this town, minus fishing.
All right, and we'll be respectful of that. And he'd look around. Does this place provide lodging as well?
No, you can, this place does not provide lodging. If you are looking for lodging, I would say head over to the east side.
All right, that'd be good to know. Well, if that's all, I suppose we'll be on our way.
This music is way too epic
Yeah, I was
right
gonna
now.
yeah.
It kind of shifted the vibe a little.
It did.
Let's go. We're going on an adventure.
I'm going on an adventure!
Across the town.
Hey, that's the reason why it was so epic. Dan returned.
Welcome back.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Also, you said that 3 other groups went down there?
Yeah. No, they didn't go down there. I offered them 50, they tried to upcharge me. I've said no. I'll wait.
It's unfortunate that they didn't take it. Could have got your town run up, running a little quicker. But I mean, that it is what it is. So
My job is to make sure people here live. I'd rather have nobody freeze to death than give up all my gold for the money to come back and some people freeze to death.
well,
Let's
things
look to
work
the
out well.
What's the thing here? Like every other town has their thing. What's the thing here?
Heat. So at night, this fire's going out.
She's like, why is like every time we go to just, I do not want heat. She says, mocking the.
It's to appease Oral, that way she stops being a bitch.
But it could be like anything else, Anyways, thanks.
Yep.
Does anyone need to rest beforehand? Need to ask addressing the group.
Not particularly.
I would very much like a rest.
How long of one?
Well, I'm a little bit exhausted.
All right. Well, we can go to the east side and rest there for a while. And when we get up, we can head to the mine. So yep, we'll head to the east side.
Alright. You make your way to the east side, and so you open up the door, which sadly there's no map for this, because I didn't know where the fuck you guys were going, and I didn't have time to make any maps, because I was like, I don't know where you guys are going, I'm not going to make 15 maps. So, as you open up the door, you notice that there is this tavern. Inside of it, it's a little cozy tavern. See a female, looks to be about a teenager. Just kind of like walking in with like a wet cloth, kind of sets it down. From a back room, looks at you. Oh, hi, welcome in. Also, I didn't do what I wanted to do, so I will change the next time. Go ahead.
Good evening. We're just looking for a room.
A room. Wonderful. How much are you looking to bed?
How many beds per room?
We only have 2 beds per room. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
There's 9 of us.
I didn't plan on sleeping, so
your vassals are not my concern.
They share
I'll
a
be
room
able to
anyways.
rest out here. So I'll just sit around. It'll be for 6 hours, so I'll just hang out here.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop session here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a good night. See you in 2 weeks.